Okay, welcome. I haven't done an unboxing video in a very long time, but this is kind of a special occasion. So, what we have here, as you can see, is the Dragon Slayer board game, released by Epoch. I don't recall the year right off the top of my head, but essentially, Epoch got the license from Falcom to release some properties with the Dragon Slayer name on them, and this is one of them. And I've been wanting this for a while, but generally it was a little too expensive, and I wasn't quite ready to spend the money on it, especially having it shipped from Japan. But I finally broke down, and here it is, and we're going to take it out and take a look at it and see what all's inside this thing. Okay, so I have removed the plastic outerwear, and I think we'll just kind of take a look at the outside of the box really quickly. It's a little beat up. I mean, obviously this thing is an older product. There's dirt. The box has some old tape on it. It's a little bent in. There's a pretty big indentation here. It's hard to see on the back of the box. But maybe if I hold it like that, yeah, you can probably see it better that way. But yeah, pretty much the same stuff all around the outside. And on the back here, I'll just set it down so you can get a better look at that. This is going to be a ton of fun. I cannot wait. Okay, there's the date. 1986 was when this was released. So this is after Xanadu had been out. So Dragon Slayer obviously had at least gained some popularity over that amount of time, between when it released originally in 84 and then Xanadu coming out after that, and then eventually this. This is great. Okay, this is really exciting. All right, because it's just hard to handle this thing. Whoop, we're upside down. Let's see if I can take this off while holding the phone. Okay, come on. Let's see. Come on. Can I do it? I'm going to pause it and I'm going to take the lid off. I'll be right back. Okay, I got it off. And here is what's inside. Looks like we have the manual. Man, this is crazy. Oh, this is nuts, man. I never thought I would get my hands on this thing, and this is incredible. Kimi wa mata boken no tabi ni deru. This is pretty great. So this is going to outline everything I need to know about the game. Hopefully it's not too complex. I'm going to be sitting down to translate this, and hopefully me and some friends are going to attempt to recreate it in Tabletop Simulator. So look forward to that eventually. So retrieving items from treasure chests, your house, because just like in the original Dragon Slayer game, you have a house that you can move around, I assume. If you run into tombs or the gravestones, I'm sure, which are just like from the original game. Monster movement. Battling monsters. Warping. Using magic. Dragon board. Not sure exactly what that's about. Challenging the dragon. Okay, so we got a lot of rules here. Okay. Fighting with other players. Or maybe this is specifically referring to like how the game works and how you determine who wins and who loses. When your HP runs out. Got a little legend here to show you what the magic cards do. Item list. It's got the cross and sword, power stones, gold, keys, the magic pots, the ring, and the Death Gods. So all the same elements that were in the game itself. Oh, and you got the monster list here as well. Cool. So cool, dude. Okay, so we've looked at that. Let's take a look at what else is in here. Here we have the game boards, and I think this also includes all the enemy cards and all the... Oh boy, this is going to be... This almost looks like it's never been opened, but there's tape on here, which makes me think it probably has been, but... Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Oh, it includes little extra squares for you to make your own monsters. That's cute. There's your house. And the crowns, that's right, because you got to get the 4 crowns if you want to beat the game. Oh, this is so cool, you guys. All right, I'm going to open this little package up and we're going to look at some of this stuff. Okay, it's become evident to me that I've been filming this thing upside down the entire time. That's okay. I'll flip it around in post. But yeah, look at this. So I'm assuming these different tiles you can use to set up the board however you want. These look very flimsy, like they're supposed to be, like you're supposed to pop them, pop them away from each other, which makes me a little nervous. I really don't want to do that if I can help it. So that's interesting. It looks like these are the squares around the dragon, like right here, where in the normal game you would fight the dragon. The dragon has 3 heads, which go here, and then you've got the range where it can hit you with its fire breath. Interesting. Very interesting. So we got some more tiles. More tiles. There's the tomb. Some more tiles. So these are all just the different tiles you get. I'm not sure exactly how you're supposed to set this up, or if you're just free to set it up however you want. I don't know. We'll figure that part out. Okay. Here are your character sheets. Now this is interesting. So you've got your health, or your HP here. Your player level, like your warrior level. Specifically what it said, your experience. And then, yeah, these are just continuations of your warrior level. Anything on the back of this? Oh, just the Dragon Slayer logo. Okay. Flip these this way. So you got character sheets for all 4 characters. And then we've got our magic cards. And unfortunately, this is a bit dusty. And it's yellowed a little bit, but I think I'll still be able to get a pretty decent scan out of this. And the good thing about this is these aren't as big as I thought they would be. I thought these would be really big sheets, and luckily they're not. They're very, very small. Like, I would say this is basically like an A4 size. I forget what the sizes are. Similar to an 8x5 sheet of paper, So you've got treasure, freeze, teleport, fly, flash, healing, kick, control, and that looks to be it. I'll have to translate all of these. There's the back of them. So these have not been punched out. All this stuff is still intact. The person who bought this never played it, which is fascinating to me, how you could have such a cool thing and never play it. Power stones, your gold, cross, swords, rings, keys, magic pots, and the death gods down there. Very interesting. And on the back, I'm assuming you leave these probably these face down during play. We'll see. Right here. Yep, so you get your different monsters. It doesn't include all the monsters, which would have been really cool. But it seems to include most. I mean, it's got the Ghost Knight there, too. So, your skeletons, Stellanodon? Steranodon? I don't know. Condorus? Ebira? Like, I never knew their names in the original Dragon Slayer, because I don't have the game, and I assume it's probably in the instruction manual for that, but... Mentosa? Mentosa, and Baton, Chinsan, Tamori, which, yeah. So that's a reference to an old Japanese TV show. Piroes, Augstein, I don't know. Television, Tekumon, Ogre, Gamera, Rock and Roller, and the Ghost Knight. And then, of course, the three heads of the dragon, a crown, and a house. So is it only one crown? Do you just have to get one crown on this? I don't know. The registration card still being in here just makes me laugh. That's funny. Some of these questions on here can sometimes be interesting. How did you find out about this game? At a store? I heard it from somebody else? Or I saw blank, right? How many players did you play this game with? Who do you usually play this game with? Your friends, your family, people in your club, or other? Let us know what you thought about the game. Playtime, the actual contents of the game, the instruction manual. Was it easy to understand? Was it hard to understand? Was it well designed? The size of the box. They even ask you about the size of the box. Is it too big, too small? What did you think? Sorry, I'm just resting my arms here a little bit while I look at this. What do you think would be fun to have in a further installment of this series? What kind of games do you like? Do you like board games, TV, video games, computer games? Game book is like D&D, like stuff that you play out of a book, like tabletop RPGs. I don't usually play games or other. Answer the following question. I knew that Dragon Slayer was a computer game. Yes or no? List 2 games that you really like. I didn't hesitate to buy this game. Yes or no? Like, I knew I wanted to buy it. Or it took me a bit to figure it out. Yes or no? I wasn't sure if I was going to buy this or something else, and then it asked you to put the name of the other thing. I don't know why I'm so interested in this. This stuff is funny to me. I know the word, or I have heard of the term RPG or role-playing game before. Yes or no? And if you own any role-playing games, please tell us name some of them, some of the ones you own. And what other hobbies do you have outside of games? Thank you very much for your cooperation. These are really interesting for me for some reason. Okay, cool. We've unpacked all that. The only thing that's left is this little box that was situated right in here. But this has the game tokens in it. So let me open this up really quick and show you those. Okay, so this is kind of funny, but we've got a little, looks to be a 8-sided die. Looks like an 8-sided die. So you get one 8-sided die, and then you get 4 player tokens. And I can't believe this little baggie is still closed. Either somebody stapled it after the fact, or this has been there from the beginning. But I'm gonna open this up, and we'll look at these little guys and see if we can get a good detailed look at them. Okay, so it looks like there was a little mishap during shipping. These 2 little guys on the sides over here, you can see the little piece that's dropped off right beside them. That was the end of their swords. I guess it either broke off during shipping or it was originally like that. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I'll see if I can fix that though. At least I still have the pieces. It could just be how old it is. I don't know what these are made out of. They're pretty sturdy though. Like, there's my finger for size comparison. But you can see they've got little colored insignias on their helmets to identify each of the player characters. And I really don't want to show you my fingers because my fingers are gross. So I'm sorry. But yeah, you can kind of see what these little guys look like here. Just try and spin them around here without... Isn't that neat? Look how neat that is. Look at how cool. Ah! He fell down. Ah! I knocked him over. Yikes. Yeah. Look at that little dude. Look how cool he is. A little tiny sword. So, this will probably be an interesting thing in Tabletop Simulator, trying to model these guys. The good thing is that they're all exactly the same with the exception of the color in their foreheads. But yeah, that's super neat. So hopefully I will get the instructions and all this other stuff translated before too long, and we can actually play this thing. I cannot wait. I want to take this over to somebody's house and play it and try it out, but I need to make sure I understand how it works first. So this is going to be an interesting little project. I'm so happy I bought this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you found this as interesting as I did. Have a great, awesome rest of your day. Bye!